Let's take you to this now. The city of Johannesburg's emergency services is urging residents to prepare for a heat wave with the temperatures expected to soar above 37 degrees Celsius in the coming days. The South African Weather Service has issued warnings advising the public to stay hydrated and take precautions during this intense heat. For more on this, let's now welcome Robert Mulaudzi from the city of Johannesburg's emergency services. Robert, a very good afternoon to you. I hope you are keeping cool. Let's perhaps start with the measures the city of Johannesburg's emergency services has put in place to assist, especially the vulnerable communities, Robert, during this heat wave. And how can residents access these services?
Yeah, thank you very much, and good afternoon to the viewers. Yes, from our side as emergency services, we've got all our serviced fire stations, 29 of them throughout the city of Johannesburg in all 7 regions of the city, ready to assist our residents who might be in need for our services during these extremely hot temperatures. So we are still continuing to plead with our residents to stay hydrated, drink lots of water, try and stay in cooler areas. And also our residents who are working directly into the sunlight to take regular breaks and, of course, try and avoid the direct sunlight, especially between 11 and 3, since it's extremely hot, because this kind of extremely hot temperatures can lead to heat exhaustion and heat cramps, which might also lead to heat stroke.
Just what are the signs of heat-related illnesses that you've just mentioned now that people should watch out for? And what immediate steps should they then take if they are, or if they or someone else is indeed affected?
Yeah, mostly it will be like heat exhaustion. They're just feeling tired, heat cramps, which might be caused by excessive heat exposure. So we advising our residents to stay in much more cooler area, try and dress up in much more lighter clothing, and also maybe try and apply, your sunscreen if you know that you're going to be exposed into these extremely hot temperatures. Mostly in our townships, we've got challenges of young kids who might be tempted to go now to try and cool themselves in your river streams and dams, which might be dangerous. So we are pleading with our parents out there to monitor young kids to stay away from dams and river streams. Instead, we're encouraging them to visit our municipal swimming pools. Our municipal swimming pools are spread in all 7 regions of the city, from region A to G, where young kids can be able to visit these swimming pools, and they've got lifeguards on site who will be monitoring them while they are swimming, instead of them, trying to take a chance to go and swim in river streams and dams.
And I'm glad you mentioned that point, Robert, because I was going to raise it in as far as what are some of the steps and that parents can take, to prevent even near drownings. But you've touched on that. So just to continue then, on a daily basis, we're told to avoid being in direct sunlight between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. But because we're already in this heat wave, as a safety precaution during this heat wave, which hours of the day are most dangerous for sun exposure, and why should then people avoid these times?
Yeah, the hours you mentioned be around 10, 11 to around 3, because that's where it's extremely hot, because we are told that our temperatures might be persistently higher, over 37 to almost 40 degrees, which is extremely hot. Hence, we had to, conscientize our residents to make sure that they are much more safe as and when they're conducting their, daily activities out there.
All right, Robert, thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate it. And